place. We're gonna watch a movie that I think both of us promised we would never see in our goddamn lives. For you, goddammit, Freddy Got Fingered.
No. Promise. You swore. You went on the video. And said you were never gonna do this.
Did I? Was this one of the ones I said I would never do? I can't remember.
I don't care if
there's a video somewhere where I say all these nostalgia characters I'd never do, and I think I've done all of them. It was always under the idea that A, I was wrapping up Nostalgia Critic, and B, like, I didn't have any ideas for them, and just, when you do it long enough, you get different ideas, and what intrigued me about this, I'm not gonna lie, I saw the Red Letter Media review of this, and I was kind of intrigued. They acknowledged it's awful, but there is like a strange artistic trolling, is it aware kind of element to it that I'm a little curious about.
There are plenty of awful, awful things I'm curious about. I'm still not gonna do it. Like, so what? You're
but
curious.
I won't do that.
So you're curious. Who gives a fuck? The only thing, should we say the only thing I know about this movie is that one scene was like a bunch of sausages dangling from...
Oh, yeah.
And, Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausage?
And he just says, Doug, I've seen my nightmare for the next 5 nights.
That's the kind of shit that happens when you've got like a super cold and you drink like too much NyQuil or something with codeine in it.
That's
and
like
then
a David Lynch fever dream.
Weird fever dreams, yeah. That was like one of the weirdest fever dream things you could see.
This is Freddy Got Fingered.
Freddy got fingered. More like the audience got fisted.
Oh, we already have our first line.
Boy, Garfield let himself go. I don't know. I feel like this is pretty much you, age 10.
And you finally gave up on those stupid doodles.
They're not stupid. They're not stupid.
Whatever.
That was good. Thank you, Rip Torn, just for being there for us. So is this after Zed was retired from the MIB, or is this before he joined?
This is what kills him in between Men in Black 2 and Men in Black 3.
At least now that settles it, Portland is the source of all evil.
There was a competition? I mean, I just thought it was always Portland. This is my life!
You will all remember to wash your hands before you eat anything, Mr. Green?
That happened! We as people let that happen! Why didn't we stop it?
I don't know. Why are we watching it?
Guess it does kind of answer itself, doesn't it? Yeah.
Ding dong! Ding dong!
Hey, are you guys leaving?
The plot is great.
Great career move number 20 for Miss Barrymore.
She so did not need to make this movie at this time either.
No, they were married.
Oh. I don't give 2 shits who Drew Barrymore is married to. She was well out of my league already. No! No! If she married Tom Green, she was totally in my league! Fuck! So, he was robbing the wallet by marrying her, and she was robbing the trash can? Like, what?
What you need here is elevation. Okay, there actually has to be something that happens that's actually funny.
Were these the studio notes?
Yeah. I think it's fascinating to watch a film that clearly had only one draft. It's debatable whether you could even call it a draft.
I'm pretty sure he just took multiple pieces of paper, farted on them, and then turned that in. Thank God.
Yeah, I was really welcoming that.
It's like a really bad game of Cards Against Humanity with that one person who doesn't know when to play the offensive cards, so it just never ends up being funny.
Well, he's back home already.
Yeah.
I just got it. He said, get inside the character, you need to know more about him, so he's going back and we're gonna learn more about the characters about. Or it's just this. It's just this for a really, really long time. I'll say this, I had to really think outside the box for some of these jokes. I mean, it's just like, what do you even say?
This is why I didn't want to do it.
You know what? It's a challenge. It is a challenge.
It's just a bad comedy is what it is.
Hospital's always this fun?
No, sometimes people here die of cancer.
Oh, that was legit funny.
No, that's my kind of humor, just dark as fuck.
You know what I like about that? To this movie's credit, she said it very funny, but that's a very easy line to make funny. It's hard to screw up a line like that, so the fact this movie didn't, I give credit.
Well, and let's be honest, the cancer joke is nowhere near the most lowbrow thing in the film.
Yeah.
Think about that! Can you imagine the horror of Tom Green just fiddling around with your junk?
That is literally the nightmare I have when
This is
I
a
piss
horror
myself.
movie.
Put it back, Corey.
I like that. Put it back. I thought this movie would be grosser.
You know, some people eat the placenta.
We know he did. I don't want to laugh, but I am. There was no segue into this moment. There's blood everywhere.
Glad you found it funny.
I just saw there was no segue into that.
Does this offend you as a decent human being? No, it offends me as a comedian. I just didn't find it funny.
Do you have a bamboo stick? What is that?
It'd be a lot better if you'd split my legs with this bamboo.
Well, that answered that in sorts. What? Dr. Emil Schaffhausen, that's the third.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh come on! I want to see that bleed!
I'm sure you could just find videos of this sort of thing on the internet.
Yes, there's like a dude that's like, finally, somebody gets my fetish!
Right after the baby scene, too! Woo, that was hot!
It's okay. It's your turn now.
I'm gonna enjoy this!
I'm gonna give you a blowjob.
I really feel that's not balanced. No,
No, Kane is fucking ass! Boo!
Get out of my goddamn scuba gear, you imbecile!
I'll say this, I could watch Rip Torn beat the shit out of him all day.
So, there was no actual script, right? Like, he said, write some words backwards on my head! And they did, and he got shit paper, he just went boom! And he's like, movie! And that was it.
There's... I can't.
I don't know if it's just extra stupid or if I secretly admire that they just completely abandoned the plot that the movie started out with. There is no animation now, there's no cartoons, he has no, like, literally all of that is
I don't
gone.
remember what it was. Like, what the fuck was the plot?
It was something about him going to, like, an animation studio, they show the animation studio, they show his journey, and then he's just back. Like, it's totally gone.
Would you like a piece of cake for dessert?
Am I really allowed a piece of cake, Daddy?
Of course you can have a piece of cake.
I don't know what, there's something about the amount of times they repeat stuff that makes me laugh. It's so childish.
Ah, somebody's eating some birthday cake.
Yes, sir. It's my birthday.
I almost feel like it's the lines not intended to get a laugh, or at least not a big laugh, that get the biggest laugh out of me.
You're right, it kind of makes me laugh when they do that.
It is, man.
Ooh.
Your favorite scene.
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages? Daddy, would you like some sausage? Sausages, sausages.
It's only a few seconds, but you're right, it's terrifying!
When I die and finally go to hell, that's what's gonna greet me. That is the first thing I'm gonna see, and I will know I am in hell. The piano's like off key, and it's just like, it's hell. Like, that is the greeting in hell.
And I had the sausages on my fingers. I was just trying to play the piano. I had the sausages.
Stop saying sausages! Stop! He even says it weird. Sausages. Pretty much better off dead if you removed every single thing that made that movie funny.
Yeah. You know how Bob Ross talks about happy little accidents? When something is funny in here, it's happy because it's funny, but it's clearly an accident.
It's a happy little accident in the otherwise unpleasant major train wreck.
Yeah. I want to sit down and question the movie. I just want to sit down and just be like, what am I supposed to do with you? What am I supposed to gain with this information, with what you're giving me?
Help me, help you.
You know what would make this, like, a legit good movie? I mean, they could actually kind of keep things kind of the same, but be an actual good movie.
I can't wait to hear this.
If he was the side character and she was the main character, I'd actually think her story would be a little bit more interesting.
They made that. It was called Drop Dead Fred. Another fucking Fred! It's all about Freds! fucking up people's lives, isn't it?
No, well, one of this scene was just following her rocket chair and everything, and then Tom Green, as the boyfriend just comes out, does that whole scene. Like, that would actually be kind of funny, because it's like, what is that guy's story? Wait, was this a mental ward or an orphanage?
Institute for Sexually Molested Children is literally what it said.
Wait, what?
It's okay. I know.
Okay, I'll say this. I haven't seen something in a long time that has made my jaw drop. That was actually like that was literal jaw dropping. Oh my god. I don't know what to say.
What did you put in this coffee? I didn't see that. That didn't happen. That couldn't have. What?
I could lose all of this! And we wouldn't want that now, would we? Would we?
No, you know what? I have to pause this. I need a minute. Oh my god. Like we just saw it. Wow.
Let us remind ourselves that there is currently a major film director who can't direct the third movie in his series. For shit that's just showing up and this movie just throws around, like, who fucking cares?
There were so many levels of what the fuckery. I almost don't want to comprehend it. I don't want that to sink in. I don't want to think about it, but...
The No More Secret shirt.
Watching a fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Trying to
creepy ass music in the background. Honestly, I'm legitimately scared. Because I'm just like, there's still, like, let's see, add the end credits. There's still 23 minutes of this movie left. And I'm like, what else can they pull out? What the fuck? I'm never gonna forget this.
No!
This is gonna linger. Oh, this is gonna linger, like literally witnessing a murder.
Just all this shit is happening, you just don't know what to do, or you gotta just laugh. It's like, maybe that's this movie's secret genius. You have no alternative but to laugh. Like, maybe this is world peace in a movie. Maybe this is like the cure for all known diseases in a movie.
I only laugh because crying would hurt too much. I have no more tears to shed, therefore I can only laugh.
But we're laughing?
I feel like this is a Zen koan.
I feel freed almost.
Like there is no answer to this. Like only enlightenment. Like you watch this.
Stop laughing. It's because I know what the fuck you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's a Zen koan. You think of like this shit about, like, you know, was the sound of one hand clapping, or there's a duck trapped in a bottle and you can't break the bottle but you don't want the duck to die, so what do? And you think on it for days and days and hours, just like how watching this for only an hour and a half feels like days and days and hours and weeks until at some point your brain snaps! It just snaps! And all of a sudden you're just like, I am beyond good and evil. I am beyond all conceptions. I have achieved nirvana. There is no evil. There is no good. There is only Freddy Got Fingered. And we thought we wouldn't get anything out of this movie. I have now become a Zen Buddhist.
Sorry about that. We needed a minute. We really needed a good several minutes. Okay.
You would rant too if it happened to you.
Okay.
No, I'm not ready.
No. Okay.
Give it a second.
Rob, time doesn't exist anymore. There is no ready or not ready.
There is no try. Do it. There is only Freddy Got Fingered.
I just giving myself to the madness. Now I'm like, that seemed hilarious.
I do for some reason love it whenever that kid screams. He just does it well. It's a great yell, yeah. He should have been Anakin Skywalker.
Have that yell when Darth Vader goes, no, just I feel like I've gotten back from a long trip of discovery just in that pause.
I feel like I've done the hero's journey.
Yeah. Okay, I love the way you ran in that door. This would 100% be on Adult Swim. Hell, this would be on Toon Disney.
But it could not be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah, that's too offensive.
Too far.
You know how the mouse in Alice in Wonderland, he's with the Mad Hatter and the March Hare? He was probably a normal mouse at some point, and then they grabbed him, they kept him in that little jar, and they drove him insane, and now he's like, I'm one of you now! That's what I feel like this movie has done. I'm like, I accept it, I'm one of you! I'm one of you! Happy birthday!
It's called Stockholm Syndrome.
It's total Stockholm Syndrome. I think the biggest problem with this film is I could predict everything that was gonna happen. I mean, from the first frame, you know everything that's gonna, you know, the order, the lines, everything.
Why are we watching this? Are you still in love with your husband?
This videotape, which they received.
Oh, Shaq, why do you have to lower yourself to this level?
You did Kazam! That was a step up! Did you see what that sign said? It said, when the fuck is this movie gonna end? Stop! You have to stop! Yeah! You couldn't end on any other note! Of course it had to end there!
He drugged her! That's the only explanation!
It's like the end of Hannibal.
Yeah! No, you don't get a hug out of me, buddy. You don't get shit for this.
I just need to know what planet I'm on.
I'm sorry, Venkman, I'm terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought. Still easier to get through than Mamma Mia, but not by much. I feel like somehow I've come out more powerful for having survived this. But yeah, I am equating it to having your best friend die. That is my metaphor for this movie. Or losing an arm, or being caught in some horrific accident. I'm out of coffee.
I'm out of brain.
I think we need booze after this.
Whew, yeah, okay. So,